can gather separately and together in non-scripted conversations over the topics at hand. The people and their responses are real. No telling what's gonna happen. It's his and hers. Let's jump in. All right. Whoa. Okay. Everybody up? Okay. So, names look a little bit funny, folks, but we are here with his and hers. We got a panel of gentlemen today, as it's just the fellas. Usually we alternate men and women, then the women, and then the men. But today it's just the fellas. And we are going to talk about certain things involving ourselves from various perspectives and diverse backgrounds. It's his and hers. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Tones at the top. I know the names are a little funny right now. I'm going to adjust that. But Tones at the top.
Yo.
We got Lucky at the center. And we have Sir Ronald Tripp at the bottom. First question, fellas. I'm sorry. I always get to everybody else before me. I'm Omni, production director here at The Plug. First question, fellas. All right. How do you feel that we can change some of the violence going on in the community? Tone, let's start with you at the top.
Well, violence is embedded in this nation. Violence is embedded in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. All right. To address the question, but how we can stop some of the violence, man. You got to, in my opinion, you got to get to the root of it. You know what I'm saying? What is causing the violence? You know what I'm saying? Why are they, you know what I'm saying, doing the things that they're doing? You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, man, it's influences. You know what I'm saying? What is influencing is, you know what I'm saying, people to do violent acts, you know what I'm saying, violent crimes and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it all really boils down to, I think it's embedded in our culture, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and really, you know what I'm saying, ain't no escaping, in my opinion. We can do everything that we can, but it's on the individual to want to, you know what I'm saying, live their life a certain way. And then it boils down to what their influences are, what they're influenced by, what's programming them to do what they do. You feel me? So, in my opinion, man, it starts in the home, man. It starts at home. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, what you do and what you're around and what you raised around and what you're around at home, you know what I'm saying, influences you, you know what I'm saying, to the type of person that you are out amongst people. It's like, you know what I'm saying, they say your better half, you know what I'm saying, you are a reflection of me. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with your kids. Your kids are a reflection of their parents, you know what I'm saying? It's poverty, it's a whole lot of different aspects that create a violent nature, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And you can't just point out one single one, but to stop it, man, it has to be a concerted effort. It has to be, like I said, it has to be a village, bro. It has to be a village, because it's not just, first of all, it's not going to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Then second of all, you understand what I'm saying? You got to get the people that's doing the stuff to try to come in and listen. You know what I'm saying? If they out there, if they ain't trying to listen, you know what I'm saying? What difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to hear what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, we gonna have community meetings and talk about it. Yeah, all the people in the community meetings is the people that don't want it, that don't want the violence. All the people that want the violence is not in the community meetings. You know what I'm saying? They not showing up. They don't care. You feel me? So it's got to start at home. It's got to start around. It's got to be the people that's around them, that's influencing them. That's you know what I'm saying, that can change their mindset. It all starts with your mindset, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset, what you look for as your future. What you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these kids, they don't look at nothing as a future because they don't value life, man. You know, music is very important. You know what I'm saying? It can change a person's way. You know what I'm saying? If you got a lot of negative music and a lot of negative stuff going in your head, bro, you know what I'm saying? You're suffer to do negative things, you know. That's just me, but you know.
Lucky, what's your take on it? Lucky?
Well,
Oh, there you go.
to to be honest, in order to stop it, you'd have to blow this world up, and that's just
Mm,
you know a fact. It's like what I mean, the violence and crime and all that. It's been around since the beginning of time. It's a money maker. It's what fuel the world. I mean, it's not just a United States thing. It's not just a black community thing. This is a worldwide thing that's been around, let's say, from the beginning of time. So it's not gonna stop. There's no way to stop it. What I mean? They appease those who don't want it by giving you a few things here and there and say, "Oh yeah, we crack down on this," but at the same time, they steady fueling it. With other things that they do. Poverty. You know, and right now, the vaccinated, the non-vaccinated. It's like it's always gonna be something, and it's like so it's not going in. It's just here to stay. And it's but thing is, we have to wrap our mind around the fact that it's not gonna go away, and we just have to live accordingly and live within what's going on. Simple as that.
got you. Sir Ronald, what's your take, brother?
Yes, piggybacking off the two gentlemen, I mean, they hit the nail. And myself being involved in a few things that I know everybody else has as well are currently doing, you get to a mindset that you really can't stop it. And deterring and slowing down becomes a factor in trying to help change the mindset of at least 5 out of 20.
Mm,
Because when it get to be terrorism, now you talking. And I think we're at a point where now you got innocent youth and kids that want to learn, want to have some type of spiritual faith base, want to have some type of education, not only just from intellectual, but knowledge of self, and then some type of financial literacy. We all know that they exist, but when it becomes terrorism, you know, it's another whole chapter. And I think that that's where collective minds can come in and provide some safe places, because otherwise you're either going to confine or you're going to want to make a change. And it starts
mm,
at elementary now, in Louisville. And just piggybacking off the gentleman, it's that's about it. Me, a father of four, two girls and two boys, it starts at home. You're exactly right. And when you hear that, when that phrase come out, a lot of people have many different opinions, but we all know that it really does start there. But it's many different layers. Everybody gets a piece of the pie, from the government to business to the faith-based community. Everybody gets it. But like the gentleman said, how many of us, when we had $100 for every time we went to the gun rally, they come. People of the community are so-called concerned people, they come. But who are the people that's really the hitters and people who got a lot of things on their mind that really don't care are not there. And that's where we at. We need to see what kind of resources, or can we stop the family feud? You got people who've been killing each other ever since the 80s and 90s. If we're gonna be honest, ain't got nothing to do with gang banging. Just family Hatfields and McCoys. How can we get those people to the table and try to resolve some stuff? So that's my opinion.
got you. As far as my take on it, I have to agree with every one of y'all. On top of it, I gotta hammer on the money. Like there is a lot of things in our community where we can't say that it wouldn't improve if we had more resources. You know, if our homes were worth more, if our streets were clean, if we had regular, if we had regular cleaning services and to keep the neighborhoods clean, if we had not just the police force, but a security force in our own neighborhoods to the point where we can, to a certain extent, police ourselves. That all would require money. You would need to pay people for that. So if we could bring more resources into our neighborhoods, and I like what you said, Ronald, specifically about financial literacy, because it's not enough to just have the funds. We need to know what to do with the funds once we have it. We need to know how to become good stewards of our money. Yeah, and you can ask Tone about this. I talk people's ears off about investing all the time. Like we have to invest. We got to do the forex. We got to get into crypto because crypto isn't going anywhere. We got to get into stocks. We got to start there and then also leverage into real estate because everybody needs a place to stay. You know what I mean? Every person breathing on this planet needs a place to stay. So that's my take on it. Let's move on to the next question. I'm going to hide this question while I read out the next one. So, okay, this is a good one. Has our society limited you to things that you feel you can accomplish? I'm not sure. Has our society limited you to things you feel you can accomplish? So, has our society limited you to things you feel you can or cannot accomplish? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put my own little spin on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, kind of like the context of the question right there.
Yeah.
So
let me just ask, has our society limited us as black men to not be able to do certain things? I'm gonna say that.
All right. Well,
Tone, go ahead.
Yeah, I started off. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, man, America, man, for real talk. I mean, let's be honest. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. Come on, man. Let's be honest. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, man, the country does this. Yeah, the country was built on racist people. It's always been racist. They're going to continue to be racist. You understand what I'm saying? But the opportunity here, you understand what I'm saying, is endless. You can be whatever you want to be. You understand what I'm saying? If you work hard enough, you might have to work harder. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not what you know, it's who you know. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like the only way you limit it is if you limit yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because the opportunities, now, don't get me wrong, the environment and the culture and the stuff that we grow up in, might limit us as far as our thinking because, what we're raised around and what we go through as far as people that's well off, are raised and good around, that might limit us because of our mindset, how we approach things because we're not being unknowledgeable about things. But, if you could do what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? You could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, you could be whatever you want to be. You understand what I'm saying? The opportunity is there. Don't get me wrong, trying to move up a ladder and stuff like that, you might run into obstacles, because we're black. You understand what I'm saying? But in reality, man, it's something that you got to deal with it, and how you deal with it, sometimes it's a precursor to, what goes on and how, how things, happen for you. I own 2 businesses. You understand what I'm saying? I don't clock in for nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't, the only person that can stand in your way is you, because if anybody else stands in your way, it's because you left. You understand what I'm saying? You are the main obstacle in your life. And if you get out of your own way, you understand what I'm saying? For real, there's nothing you can accomplish. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to have the knowledge, though. You got to have the information. That's one of the gap that we have to bridge. the access to the information and the willingness to try to get the information. You know what I'm saying? Because like just to piggyback off the last segment, if a lot of these cats understood what they could do instead of being out here and ready to shoot just to shoot, you know what I'm saying? If they understood what they could do out here and accomplish, you know what I'm saying, getting into the business, getting into, you know what I'm saying, dealing with credit and doing these type of things, man, they wouldn't have time to do it. You understand what I'm saying? They you know, you could be over here, you running businesses, you doing this, you know what I'm saying, you trading, you know what I'm saying, you doing credit. It's a lot of things that you could be doing instead of out here just, you know what I'm saying, ready just to shoot just off the muscle because somebody said something silly. You know what I'm saying, or because of some beef, or because you're in the gang, man. But like I said, that turns back to, you know what I'm saying, how you were raised, who you was raised around, and what you went through in your life. That's all, you know what I'm saying, it all plays a part in the individual's, you know what I'm saying, personality and who they are.
Word. And we're going to come back for Lucky and Ronald's take on this question right after these messages.
This is Ashley with More Than Rubbing, a massage therapist guide for self-help. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Plug Network. Stay plugged in.
Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
What's up, y'all? It's Alexa Morgan with Lex Rated Podcast on the Plug Network Online bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Stay plugged in.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Want your brand or business featured on the Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
I'm telling what's gonna happen. It's his and hers. Let's jump in. All right, and we're back with Tony Washington, Lucky, Ronald Tripp. And the question is, Ron, since you're at the top now, we're going to ask you first. Has our society limited you?
Once again, piggybacking off of Mr. Washington, it really hasn't. But there are a lot of racist, systemic systems that still exist that if you don't really surround yourself with the right people and like Mr. Washington said, obtain the real information, then you can be hoodwinked and bamboozled into thinking there's no hope.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are not really taking education, general education, there are a lot of cats out here that don't have just basic general education. And when a person, we all know the studies of reading, they learn how to read in penitentiary, but they don't learn how to read on the streets. And when that happens, it's a spiral. By the time they get to middle school, coming from an average 2-parent household, most people don't have the mom, or most people don't have the dad, or they got both parents and they cat fighting. And it's you create that secondary family because you're not where you at educational wise, you're not where you at spiritually. Then you feel like Mr. Washington said, it's no hope. You can fall into a real rabbit hole trap quick. But like this gentleman alluded to, businesses, looks like he's a father, a husband, productive citizen, and probably came from some horrific situation. We just don't look the way people try to portray us, and I'm proud of each and every person on this Zoom, man. But going back to the question, when you go into these elementary, go into these high schools, they got pilot programs. They got stuff that I'm 50 years old. I mean, wood shop and heat and air. Woo! Man, they got all types of technology. But when it's not coming from home, then you will think, like Mr. Washington said, that it's no hope. So obtaining the information and surrounding yourself with people who have been there and done that, you can put yourself in that gentleman's situation, that gentleman's position, or even greater. And man, it's JCT. I mean, it's a 2-year program for free. But when you don't desire that, basically because you don't even have basic education,
that's the key.
And not afraid and too ashamed to even say it, you're gonna go get that pack, put that thing in your hand. This is the most convenient and easiest way, unfortunately, that I can get my money. And there are, through hip hop, Googling, and actually people have been around people, there's plenty of people who have had basic. Let the truth be told, we all know that a lot of these successful artists dropped out of college, so they had basic education, but they won't really let on to that for real. And that's where a lot of folks are thinking I can go from middle school to being a drug kingpin, and it's all delusional. So it's opportunities out there. Long story short, it's opportunities out there, and I think it's up to a lot of other people to try to see who we can get. And once you get one or two, the rest of them gonna either, suffer the consequences, or either change their mindset and get on up out and be productive. But I appreciate Mr. Washington sharing that story. Man.
Word, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Lucky from an undisclosed location. What's going on, brother? What's your take on it?
So I like the undisclosed location, but yeah, my take on it, I think it's all in the mind, and like the other brothers have said, it all starts with self, because there are opportunities out there. You just have to go out there and seek them in order to get ahead. You can't use that old saying, they trying to hold a brother down anymore, because only person that can hold you down is yourself. If you want something, you put your mind to it, you go out to research it, and you accomplish it, and you find it, and you reach those goals that you're trying to go, trying to get to. I think what a lot of us Black people do, we set our goals too short, and we get comfortable too easy. And we get appeased too easy. It's like, why just have a little bit? Why have one business that's doing good when you can have 4 businesses that's doing good? And then we also get caught up in letting people tell us, certain things. That's a pyramid scheme. That's a scam, and without even doing any research. We have to research our own things in order to find out what things really are, because other cultures are doing these same things and winning off of them. But our culture, it's like, hey, we're so skeptical of everything. It's like, if you don't take chances in life, you're gonna always be one step behind, because those if you look at those other cultures, they're taking chances. They're pooling their money together, buying large sums of land and building companies and things like that. Our culture is the only one that's not. So when we think of being limited, no, we're not limited. We just have to open our mind and expand. And that's just what I'm at with.
Word. Beautifully put. And what you say is not piggybacking. I'm piggybacking off of what you're saying. Okay, so I guess I got to tell them, because Tone, you know the story, how this network came to be. But I got to tell them, I got to tell them, because I myself suffered from exactly what you were talking about, Lucky, and exactly what you were talking about, Ron. I limited myself. And if I continued to do so, I would have never came into this office, would have never met Tony, would have never met Latasha, the owner of the Plug, and we never would have came up with this. We wouldn't even have this program right now. I came in, I wasn't even expecting to be production director. I wasn't expecting to be a worker in the business. I literally just wanted to help, so I reached out to someone who used to be associated with the organization, and they told me to come up. I came up. I showed them what was possible, and you wouldn't believe it. They thought that this was like the best thing ever. Like what I'm doing right now as we speak, they thought it was the best thing of all time. And they gave me the production director position. I was, I couldn't speak. I really couldn't speak. I was like, y'all really
you make us run, bro. You make the Plug run. Understand it, Omni. When you came in, bro, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the things that you did, like, to me, because what I'm saying, I'm not as tech savvy as far as, what I'm saying, doing all the things that you do.
Yeah.
It was amazing to me, what I'm saying, what you could do. You understand what I'm saying? And like you said, what I'm saying, you limited yourself, but we allowed you, what I'm saying, to go past, what I'm saying, limited yourself and go past what you could do. Like I said, it starts with self, bro. It starts with self. You know what I'm saying? The information's there. You just got to be ready to receive it.
And
not
to cut you off, Tom, but not even. This is why I feel blessed to be in y'all's company today, because I'm a humble individual, and when I say, I came in and all of this stuff came from me and whatnot, it's not an arrogant thing. It's not I didn't know that this was possible when I came. I didn't realize that we can make a network out of this. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just wanted to help. But the reason why I feel so blessed to be a part of this is because you, Tasha, I'm sure Lucky's the same way, just from what I know of Lucky and what he's on. Like, y'all won't allow me to limit myself. I remember us having a talk, Tone. I think we was at the Muhammad Ali Center for the Knowledge Fest, and you was like, Omni, I need you to look around right now. I need you to look at these skyscrapers. A human did that.
Mm-hmm.
A human did that.
Yeah.
We're capable of so much. All it takes is collaboration and cooperation.
Right.
That's all it takes.
Vision, man.
That's all it takes. Real quick, we got 2 minutes left on this segment. I didn't mean to take up the whole time, but I want to give a shout out to D-Nita Wright. And I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name, darling, but D-Nita Wright, you've been firing it up in the chat.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, Miss Wright. And you were saying, I'm gonna give you one real quick.
All right, Ms.
We as humans did not come into this world with our guns in our hands. It's this world that introduced those guns and this violence. So if this world can introduce violence, then it can introduce God. It can introduce love. And that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And God and love is there. It's there.
Right.
It's just the people got to be ready to receive, man. That's the thing. They got to be ready to receive it. If they ain't ready, you know what I'm saying? I teach my kids it's 2 rules to having anything you want in life. I'm gonna make it real quick, and I teach all my kids this. First rule is figure out what you want. Second rule is figure out how to get it. That's it. Have anything you want in life. The first rule is the hardest thing, figuring out what you want. But then once you figure out what you want, figure out how to get it. It's all in front of you. Laptop's worth $1 million. It's all sitting in front of you.
Yep. That part.
Absolutely. And there's another thing that what you said, like we have so much technology at our fingertips. We got laptops.
Yeah.
These phones are laptops nowadays.
Yeah.
You go all across the internet, discover anything. That's how I've picked up the skills to even do this. That's how I do video editing. That's how I build these sets digitally and all of this. It was all researching it because I wanted to do it, you know, I wanted to figure it out for myself personally, and I got proficient at it, and then I introduced it, and now we in the plug. And ain't nothing stopping us
Plug,
anytime
baby.
soon. Nothing stopping us anytime soon.
Nah, it's a wrap.
Word. So we about out of time. We gonna kick it to the commercials real quick. Appreciate everybody that's rocking with us right now. And we gonna be back after these messages.
This is Ashley with More Than Rubbing, a massage therapist guide for self-help. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Plug Network. Stay plugged in.
Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
What's up, y'all? It's Alexa Morgan with Lex Rated Podcast on the Plug Network Online bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Stay plugged in.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Want your brand or business featured on the Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. Ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
I'm telling what's gonna happen. It's his and hers. Let's jump in. All right, and we're back with his and hers. We've been having a great discussion thus far. Again, shout out to D Nitterite in the comments. And if anybody would like to, hop on the program, hit up production at the Plug Network Online .com, actually, not at Gmail. Our own website. It's gonna be rolling out, but I ain't gonna say when. So let's get to it. The next question. Let me put it in the view a little bit. All right. Can a woman's gentlemen, this is gonna be heavy. This is gonna be heavy. Can a woman's behavior, attract negative attention that causes an issue for their mate? All right. Again, let's take it from the top. Tone, what do you think? Oh man.
Well, a man or a woman's behavior can attract negative attention for their mate. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just a woman, but since we're men and we're talking about, of course, a woman's behavior. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess we might be talking about ratchetness or whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Your behavior outside is a reflection of your mate. You know what I'm saying? What you do outside of your home is a reflection of your mate. You know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself is a reflection of your mate. So if you're out here acting a fool, you understand what I'm saying? That reflects back on your mate. You understand what I'm saying? Which can create negative attention. You know what I'm saying? Males do it too. Female, you can't just point out females. Males do it too. You understand what I'm saying? And it's I mean, the way society is now, you know what I'm saying, with influencers, you know what I'm saying, all that IG stuff, and you know, it's a lot of things on how, you know what I'm saying, women, you know what I'm saying, are exploited and exploit themselves, you understand what I'm saying, because of the almighty dollar. Everything boils down to money, bro. I don't care what it is. It all boils down to money. Anything you can't eat, breathe, take a nap, or do nothing without money. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is, it's all about money. But a woman's behavior, you know what I'm saying, attract negative attention for a man. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying. That's, like I said, a man can do the same thing. You know, that's a given. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you out here, don't be on that liquid. They be on that water out here. You know what I'm saying? And get the acting silly. But that's, you know, but yeah, I mean, that's common knowledge right there.
Your take, Ron?
Yes, I would definitely have to agree. It goes both ways. And I think a real good example of that now is unfortunately seeing a high number of young ladies and youth being brutally shot down and in serious violent situations. You know, that's one aspect of it. And then a lot of females, a lot of young adults are getting themselves into some serious situations, and it goes both ways. So what you attract and put yourself into, you know, ultimately it can come back to bite you. But looking at it from a youth standpoint, yes, and then a grown adult, the same outcome. And it's a lot of times it's pride. People want to be seen. People want to know the end all of every situation. And it can be an ugly look for either party, like Mr. Washington was saying. It can go both ways, but the outcome is most of the time it's a very bad misunderstanding or some type of delusional situation, and it's not real good most of the time. But I think both parties, because of the culture and the hip hop and, you know, television and reality shows, we try to mimic YouTube and other TV stations, other TV shows and stuff that they holler take or break, you know, and they get up, you know, from the scene or whatever. And, you know, reality is once you pull it or put yourself in that situation or whatever it is, it's really not no go back with that. So it goes both ways. That's my intake on it, softly.
Okay. Lucky, what's your take, brother?
Boy. You know, that's a big, you know, question right there, because, you know, especially like in the day, it's like, you know, the word thought has been multiplied times 9, you know what I mean? And you get the crazy part, you got grandmas that's out here doing things that their great granddaughters are doing, like, you know what I mean, these challenges, you know, the twerking and all that, and like they wasn't doing none of this before, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what I mean, where did all this come from? So yeah, it definitely will attract the negative attention, you know, to their mate. You know what I mean? It's like, because I know they may probably like, you know, when I met you, you know, you was all so holy in the church, and you know what I mean, you was on a golden path, and now it's like you didn't went and got all tattooed it up. You wearing these short clothes. It's like, what happened? Did the freak nature just come out of somewhere? Did the devil come down and touch you? It's like, what happened? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, today it's hard to find a woman that you can say, okay, this is one I can take home to my mama. It's like that part, you know, those days is slim to none right now. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to find a woman that's you know what I mean, that ain't in that mentality. You know what I mean? It's like even a lot of the successful ones are so into themselves that it's like, hey, like where did all this come from? You know, something, but you know what I mean? But it's for each his own. But that's just my take on it, you know.
Nah.
Yeah, most of them are taken. That's what it is. They ain't out here because most of them's taken. The niggas knew what, excuse my language. Them cats knew what they wanted. They seen it, they had it, they ain't letting her go. You know what I'm saying? And she's sophisticated enough to know she's got to make, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they taken, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the scraps out here. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you know what's left.
Man.
Especially at our age, at my age, you know what I'm saying? Like I know Ron, I know you said he was 50, you know what I'm saying? I'm 47. At our age, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't taken at our age, I don't know if you want them. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't taken by now, ain't nobody took them by now at this age.
I got
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got one of my best friends, man, got a nickname. I hope I don't get scrutinized. But they, you know, a lot of them now, man, is Holly nicknamed Gullish, man. Real talk, man, I'm telling you. And what you put out, you know, it's a mirror reflection, like you said. It's a mirror reflection. So, you know, choose carefully, choose accordingly. And like these masks we wear, man, it goes both ways. You know, men, you know, we tend to take a different mask off for whatever situation we dealing with. But you know what I'm saying? Man, when them veils come off, though, you gotta be ready to know what you're getting into.
I just want to stop and appreciate for a moment that Lucky was like, "Come on, Mabel." Talk about the older women. Come on, Mabel, you can't be out here thotting. But my take on it is, all right, women are very vocal about the things that they want and they expect from men. Provision and protection being chief among the things. If I'm going to protect you, why are you making my job harder by wearing provocative clothes, talking loud and aggressively with other men? Just because you have a man, you feel safe and comfortable enough to do so. Like it makes absolutely no sense, especially if you care for the person that is supposed to be protecting you. Yeah, you wouldn't do that because you would know, common sense would tell you that that's going to cause a lot of issues that will put him in harm's way because it's our duty to protect you out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tone, you know, we from the hood. I don't care what she did. I don't care what she did. She could be my cousin. She could be any woman that's with me. I don't care what she did. You better not put your hands on them, fam. Like,
yeah, if she's wrong, she's wrong, she's right. If she's right, she's right. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna have a talk about it afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that's how it's got to go down because you're gonna protect, you know what I'm saying, whichever, you know, your woman, your sister, what, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want us to be this is a question about a woman's behavior. We're not saying that all women, you know what I'm saying? There's a select few out there, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, go out of bounds and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that a lot of women are doing it. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm married. But, you know, women's behavior it's become more like now that they feel more empowered now, you know what I'm saying, as like back in the day. Now that they're more empowered, and you know what I'm saying, I think it's just where they let, you know what I'm saying, they let loose because, you know what I'm saying, they have that platform and that thing to do it, and ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, letting your hair down, you know what I'm saying, but just, you know, just hope it ain't weaving and don't come out, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm saying. But you know,
that old saying, you know what I mean, a woman in public and a freak behind closed door is gone, bro. He's like they freaking out in front of the door, behind the door, next door.
Yeah, when it becomes a norm, when now it's what it used to be called. What was it? It was the side chick. Now it's the sneaky link. I think that's what they call it now, the sneaky link or whatever it is. Like, man, it's crazy out here, bro. It wasn't like it. Oh no, man. Like I said, I'm always feel back. I'm good. I'm straight. It's crazy. It's nuts
I
out
think, yeah, it is. Through my observation, man, I think a lot of women still to this day, they love challenges and anything. Not all women, but I think a lot of women, if you're a 9 to 5 guy, hey, honey, dinner's ready when you come in. That stuff can become boring to them. And if they not blood hand you down and taking off the earrings and fight another side chick or whatever, that's not really normal. It's not what's in. He can become a nobody, interchangeable part, and they'll let you know in so many ways. I'm still window shopping. Okay, yeah.
A lot of Moors have went out the window nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah.
Like back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot more morals going on. Now it's like, man, whatever. Like you did, you know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. And it's with the cats too, you know what I'm saying, with guys too, but like the women, but the women, like but you know what I'm saying, and men, you know what I'm saying, we kind of, I ain't gonna say be expected, but the men are supposed to be the rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? The woman's supposed to be the sophisticated, laid back, you know what I'm saying? That's she's classy, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But now they just out here like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying all y'all, because I'm not bashing women, not saying all y'all, but you know what I'm saying, a few select, you know what I'm saying, select fews out here, like, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, like whatever. You did. So,
let's just say the fish in the sea right now is kind of tainted. Catching a few and throwing them right back in quickly.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. What I've seen,
Absolutely. Fellas, we got to go on another commercial break, and then we're going to get on with the last segment. All right? We're going to make it a good one. Stay tuned. Stay plugged in.
This is Ashley with More Than Rubbing, a massage therapist guide for self-help. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Plug Network. Stay plugged in.
Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
What's up, y'all? It's Alexa Morgan with Lex Rated Podcast on the Plug Network Online bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Stay plugged in.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Want your brand or business featured on The Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. Ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
I'm telling what's gonna happen. It's his and hers. Let's jump in. All right, and we're back for the last segment. Again, tonight's panel, because I had to take the names down, but tonight's panel is Tone Washington up top. We got Ronald Tripp in the middle, and then we got Lucky, and of course, I am tonight's moderator, OMNIETC, Omni, etc. Pleased to be here, and this next question. We gotta get to it, okay? We gotta get to it. This one for the ladies one time, because it be messing with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? When we be on IG a lot, just peeping what's out there. You know what I'm saying? Whether we in a relationship or not, we just, you know what I'm saying? And really, the algorithm be pushing it on us, ladies, like for real. Like if your man got an IG, it's one of the first things he sees. So the question without further ado is, fellas, do men really want the IG models to be wives, or is it more of fantasies? Tony, take it away. I'm sorry, Luck. I'm sorry, Luck. We got an order, brother. Hold on. Tony, take it away, brother. I knew you was gonna get to it, Luck, but hold on 1 second for me. Go ahead, Tony.
He was ready to pop off right there.
He was.
He had hot ones. Yeah, I mean, listen to me, man. That's like, I mean, for real, like, IG models, I mean, of course, since the beginning of time, a man wants a model for a wife. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you want your woman to be pretty, sexy, all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Is it more of a fantasy? Like, I really don't like. I don't even understand, bro. Like, I'm like, you look at IG models, they models on it, bro. I'm not, and that may be because I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for no women, but if I wasn't married, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on IG looking for models trying to wife them up, you know what I'm saying? In fantasy, me, myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm, you know, a hell of a guy, but you know what I'm saying? I can pull one. I'm not worried about it. It's not a fantasy to me. I can pull y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even tripping on that, you know what I'm saying? Now, it ain't a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to be a wife, if I could get a hold of one, you know what I'm saying? I got plenty of rap for them, but you know, as far as them wanting to be wives, or is it more of a fantasy? You know what I'm saying? If she's an IG model, I don't think you would want her as a wife because she's flaunting herself for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want a woman that's laid back in the cut. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be out there like that. I wouldn't want her to be my wife. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if I wasn't married, you know what I'm saying, and it was like, you know, we kick it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a wife, I don't want no IG model to be my wife. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even a fantasy to me neither, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. My wife could be an IG model, so I ain't even tripping. So it is what it is.
Got you. Okay. Lucky says you were eager. We gonna go against the order real quick. Just 1 second, Ron. But Lucky says you were eager to get to it, man. I ain't gonna hold you no longer. Get to it, brother. What you got?
All right. You know me, because this crazy because that we having this discussion about this one, because I had this conversation a lot, and it's to the point now that it's overabundance. To honestly, I'm a single man, but it's so much of it that I don't even care to look at it no more, because it's like you've seen one, you've seen them all, and now they all going to get these bodies done and all that. So they all look the same. It's like there is no, you know, there's nothing. It's nothing spectacular about it no more. Where is the fantasy about it? It's like all of them naked. You know, even and nowadays, who can you call an IG model? Because every girl around is running around naked. And then the headache that come with it. You know, if you do try to holler at one of them, first thing they trying to see is how much money you get. It's like, so you an IG model, you a prostitute. You know, which one are you? You know what I mean? You know, this apple's an orange to pears. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? So this keeping it real. So the fantasy, no, it's not a fantasy, because a lot of times it's like, bro, you seen one, you seen it all. They all look alike. You know, honestly, I'm looking for the ones that got their clothes on. That's talking about, you know, the business that they got going on, and you know, and how much they accomplishing. Them are the ones I'll be looking for. That's my fantasy. You know, that's what I want to see what's happening. You know, so that's just where I'm at.
Right. And let me interject real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that question kind of like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, puts guys down, bro. What you mean a fantasy? Like we can't have an IG model, bro. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't a fantasy. We can pull them if you know what I'm saying, if they wasn't all about the cash, all, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, you got to come for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no fantasy about no chick. Nah, they ain't no chick like that to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a fantasy about a chick with some money. and she's handling a business like he said, you know what I'm saying, like Lucky said, and we getting some money and running some businesses, yeah, I fantasize about that. I mean, when I got there with my wife, you understand what I'm saying? But if I was fantasizing about some chicks, that's what I'm not fantasizing about no chick, you know what I'm saying, with fake butts and fake lips and fake, you know what I'm saying, on there showing it to everybody. Nah, I ain't even exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even exclusive with everybody. Know my chick, you know what I'm saying? She for everybody. Like they saying that, nah, bro, I'm good. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's kind of like dumbing down dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? We fantasize about, nah, bro, we don't fantasize about no chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm on equal ground with a chick. I don't care what nobody saying. I don't care how bad you are. You understand what I'm saying? What you bring to the table, because I know what I bring to the table. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't match mine, you understand what I'm saying? I'll let you. You feel me? I'm saying you in the way.
All right. Ron, without further ado, let's get to it. What you got, brother?
I'm gonna say this, man. There is no fantasy, like Mr. Washington said. I mean, I'm not saying this in no braggadocious way, man. But it's like that old defensive coach that seen that offense, seen that at I formation, man. Ain't there is no fantasy, man. You might certain females in your life you will wonder and ponder about because they special and more than just a look. And I'm like the gentleman, the other gentleman. Man, I don't even really pay a whole lot of attention, you know, because then you get into other situations of, is that a real female? You know what I'm saying? That's another whole topic. So, you know, it's a lot of it is delusional anyway. And I'm old school, you know, I'm old school. So it never becomes that. And when you've been there and done that in certain situations like that, man, it's not no real fantasy, a big thing to me. And I'm speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? But I think the lowercase guys, the younger guys, probably, you know, that's what they do. That's what they into. And I'm not mad at them. But, you know, I'm just not the person that's going to inbox somebody like that off of Instagram and try to go head over heels, because like he said, it is really just prostitute, how much money you get. And, you know, trust and believe, you know, some of us possess the gift of gap and some don't. So leave that blank. But I ain't get ready. No, man, I'm not no big fantasy guy with that Instagram stuff. It's funny, really honest, it's funny to me, but I didn't think that was gonna be a question.
Man, we got
Man,
all
that
types of
stuff is
questions.
funny. Yeah.
All types of questions. So I'll get to my take, and we got about 4 minutes for me to get to it, and then we're gonna bid everyone to do. Appreciate everybody in the chat rocking. Let me get to the chat real quick. Harry Smith, they for the streets. Okay. Madame Kodik, that's what that formation of letters says to me. Madame Kodik, it's scrolling at the bottom, so feel free to chime in whenever. The question is, do men really want IG models to be wives, or is it more fantasy? Danita Wright, again, a real woman can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never ever let you forget you are a man. Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
there you go.
I rocks with you. I think every man in here rocks with you. Madam Kodik, never been the one to be idolized by looks and with the energy. I'm with the energy. Okay, that made more sense. But now I got about 2.5 minutes. I think at different stages in a male, let's just strip us down to like our various stages in life. I think as males, we value different things at various stages of our life. Like when we're in our teens and 20s, oh yeah, if she bad, we gonna do whatever it takes to complete the mission. You know what I'm saying? We gonna if she bad, we gonna do whatever it takes to complete the mission. But I grew up, and I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, many of y'all grew up in times that were not, that we didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just like get on IG or some app in my phone and just look at, tell the truth, I be catching some of these young dudes out here like having whole relationships in their head with one pic of an IG model. Like Lucky nodding his head like he knows what's up. They just
I didn't seen it.
Man, they caught up, bro.
They just be looking like, damn, like for 5, 10, sometimes 15 minutes straight.
Man, if they knew, man, if they knew, peel that filter off, peel that makeup off, peel them eyelashes off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Deflate that, you know what I'm saying? Deflate, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. She's regular like the regular chick that's out here real that's going to have your back. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't putting all that, you know what I'm saying, trying to impress, man, now. You know what I'm saying? Actions speak louder than words.
Word. And
natural.
We're a little bit over time, so I'm going to wrap up my point. When we're in our 30s and 40s, we appreciate a woman that's just going to treat you well. You know what I'm saying? Like we done been through all of the toxic, all of the females that look good, but in their head ain't right. They don't know what they want. They just be saying anything half of the time. So, like, when a man reaches a certain age or comes into a certain level of experience with women, we know what we want from them internally. We know
some men. Some of them. You can't say all women are like that, but all men ain't like it neither. Some of these cats, you know what I'm saying? they with the wits, you know what I'm saying? With the whatever they call that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they with it.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. Bro. You're right. There's some dudes, some men I know in their 60s still out here chasing nothing women.
Man. You can't tell the sons from the fathers nowadays sometimes, man. It's crazy.
But anyway, appreciate you gentlemen rocking with me this evening on this podcast. It's the His and Hers podcast. We're gonna leave everybody in the chat. We're gonna type out and leave some information so y'all can submit your questions, or if y'all want to be a panelist, you know what I'm saying? Let me look at the camera. If y'all want to be a panelist on the show, if y'all want to submit questions, we're gonna type out some information in the chat. Y'all could get with us on. We do this every week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So appreciate you guys tuning in. And for my ladies that are in the chat that are with the ratchetness, we were talking about ratchetness earlier. We got the Amira show at 9 p.m. tonight. I'm gonna be setting that up here shortly. So again, gentlemen, appreciate y'all. Love, respect.
Gentlemen, I'm Earl Tripp on Facebook, man. If y'all want to stay connected, I'm Earl Tripp, man.
Absolutely.
Earl Tripp, for sure.
Earl Tripp, you'll see a picture of a beautiful queen, my mom, may she rest in peace, in a black and white dress, man. Wow. Yeah, man. Connect with me. Definitely proud of you, Mr. Washington. Connect with me. Connect with me,
sure.
all of y'all. Yeah,
for sure. Appreciate y'all, man. Lucky, Ron, good to meet y'all, bro.
All right, now.
All right. Peace.
All right, I'm
This is Ashley with More Than Rubbing, a massage therapist guide for self-help. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Plug Network. Stay plugged in.
Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
What's up, y'all? It's Alexa Morgan with Lex Rated Podcast on the Plug Network Online bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Stay plugged in.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced and rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Want your brand or business featured on The Plug? Advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. Again, advertise with us at plugnetworkonline.com. We got the eyes that are looking for you.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. Ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
I'm telling what's gonna happen. It's his and hers. Let's jump in.